Two. 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 He went too far. He went too far. He went way too far. He's off base now. I think I have to ban you from this collab. I'm sorry. He's gone. He's been banished. Now get back. He's up here. He's up here. Look at that. There he is. He's such a good one. Look at him go. Oh yeah. That is a very pretty style. It's a very nice looking style. I understand this. If I had more PNGs, I would switch them. Balwhirl. Yo. Love that Rhine set. Me, when I get my oranges and citruses, I'm on that Rhine set. Goddamn, what the hell? Man, that sucks ass. Does it like burn your throat or something? Yeah. Oh, weird. Uh-huh. Thankfully, I don't have any allergies, but one of my friends has two of the worst combinations I've ever thought. He has an allergy to kiwis, and I love kiwis. I would hate to have that. The fruit. That's even worse. He also has the gene, to which where he tastes cilantro and it is soap. That is the worst gene that anyone can have, honestly. You probably have. Maybe. Have you ever went to Olive Garden? Yeah. Probably. I think so. Oh. That'd be like the worst soap soda. Why did it do it again? Why did it do it twice? What the hell's going on? I literally changed none of the settings.
Fucking Dr. Stone, it uses cilantro.
Oh,
Why would you
Okay,
have
now they can
cilantro
hear
soda?
that hurt my soul when I saw that. I cried.
Man.
Also, I think you guys are mixing up cilantro with parsley.
Thyme?
Time?
Parsley. Not thyme, parsley.
Thyme.
Yeah.
T-H-Y-M-E.
I know what thyme is.
Actually, it's 6:22.
I hate you all!
Listen, I was trying to correct that you were in fact not saying thyme.
Oh, it's time. You can pronounce it either way. It's time.
Yes, it is time. Should we start the stream?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe today's a bad day for a stream.
For real?
Yeah, maybe it's really bad. I know I'm right here and all. But maybe it's bad.
Maybe it is bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe this game is just cursed. Who
Maybe the game's
knows?
bad.
No, the
Alien.
game's funny. Yes,
I look at your PNG and I want to chew on its cheeks.
I will fucking bite you back.
But could you?
Yes. You're talking to like the man who used to chew on metal and plastic as a child.
Oh.
Oh God.
I
Your
mean, like,
poor
the
teeth.
cheeks don't do. It's an odd. It's a cheek.
I will crunch.
Let me crunch. Let me chew.
No, I'm gonna crunch that porcelain face.
Oh.
Num num.
Oh, that's so mean. I'm hard though. I'm not soft and squishy.
Yeah, doesn't mean it can't crunch.
Let's play game.
Alright, I'm sending out a tweet that says, hello everybody, I'm live.
Congrats on being alive. You won't be for long.
I wish. It'd be sooner. Da 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 da. Does everyone remember their roles? Who is Gumshoe today?
Somebody roll a
Probably
d6.
on.
Oh yeah, it's Rob Bunny.
Oh, I'm Gumshoe this time. Okay.
I was Gumshoe last time.
Hmm.
We are now on the last round of Gumshoe. Gumption.
We don't know. We don't know how long
Who
this
knows?
fucking case is. We still have more of this case to fucking do.
Fuck this case.
Nah. I politely decline.
You. Hmm.
Who is Anya?
It's me.
Okay. Can everyone hear everything?
I hear.
I hear. I
Alright.
have ears. Do you have ears? No, you're bored.
Yeah. You don't have working ears.
I don't know. I can hear you.
You're a doll.
You echo a bit for me, but I hear you.
Wow.
Wow.
Brian, I think you and I are the only ones that actually have ears in the group.
Don't worry about it. I'm blind though.
Yeah. He lost a lot of his eyes. He's blind now. Ba-da-da-dum.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. White?
Huh? What? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Morsel. It seems you figured everything out.
Everything? Haven't figured anything out.
Lana. You're the one who knows everything. What the hell?
Emma,
You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
How can he be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Hmm.
That's him.
Oh, right, that's my line.
Oh shit, that's my line.
I'm talking to myself! I hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Hmm.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Meow.
Oh, the puppy dog eyes.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it?
You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And on top of it, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Like my mother's funeral.
Sorry, detective.
You better be, pal. Hey, 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 listen! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh, oh, now I'm Santa Claus. You mean this, right?
My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. White's name when making my request.
My name? Isn't that perjury?
Shh.
Yes.
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Jesus. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? She asked. I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident.
But Lana, that's...
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. Very well.
I can't believe the chief prosecutor were... I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Wait, you were a witness?
Miss Sky was a witness? The SL9 incident files received from Lana Sky.
Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with serial murders.
Huh?
Oh, what? Now that I've brought your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Yes.
Emma. Why? Why is your name in here?
What? My name's in there? I don't know unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! This SL9 incident, is that...
That's the classification number that the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings.
Joe Dark... No, Lana. That's over with, no!
Emma, wait! She ran away.
You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere.
Too
Y'all
much
do your drama. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth? Not to mention Lana and Emma? Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence.
Knowing you, you might just be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. White. Best of luck.
I better take a good look at this file. Oh, wow.
Will be continued.
Wow.
End of stream, guys!
Wow, damn.
Doc. Ooh, baby.
Oh, man, that was
Damn.
a whole ass 10 minutes of stream.
That was like 3-5 minutes of talking, and then like the rest of the stream was the stream. That's amazing.
Oh, Lord.
I can't believe I've had a stream that is literally 70% talking. That's wild. Thanks for being here, guys. It's over. You should definitely follow the people on stream here on my sides. Oh, we're back. Was I the judge last time?
No, it was me. You were Meekins,
That
and I
was-
wanted to kill you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to be judge again?
Does that mean you're out of... No, Marshall's in this case.
Yeah, Marshall's in this case, so that's why I'm fine
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like.
Alright. Alright. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Emma didn't come back.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Now do it.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
I lost it.
Cactus.
I was trying to find it. Here it is.
Me, partner. Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman.
Oh. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out.
To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Jake Marshall.
Howling wind. I've never heard Edward described that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime took place. Is this correct?
Yeah. How do you bring a knife into the goddamn courtroom?
That's part
You
of the
being the
smell.
police.
According to the papers there, partner.
What do you mean?
Now, Desperado's soul is boundless as the desert sands, you see. No paper can sum it up.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. I don't need to hear any cowboy jibber jabber anymore.
After Meekins, he wants to get done with this.
Yeah. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime, and no cowboy jargon. In plain old English. Wow, I literally said it. He said exactly what I said. That's amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Lord.
Pre-played, cheater.
I can't believe I'm cheating.
Well then, my job is to keep a wary eye on the bone orchid.
What did I just say?
They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but you know, that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remembered right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. You're a bad security guard.
Yeah.
I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail.
Does that mean you'll just give up? I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
And I can't say I care for your beard, but you know, you don't see me complaining.
Swear.
Damn!
This man's going to disrespect me one more time, bailiff. Kill him.
Bring it on there, lawman. I have a knife, you have a baton.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon every cowpoke like you knows about those.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
He's not being very helpful.
He's not good with machines or following orders.
Everyone's got their weaknesses, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
I'm not buying this bullshit. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours.
We gonna do about it, Mr. Lawman? Come down here. Come down here.
This gavel does more than beat the fucking wood on my desk.
He needs to go to the tab lab.
My job was to get the word out of the orchid.
How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
You know, I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. Our room's so still, so boring. Even Tom Dawes in there. I was just a caretaker who entered in the recordings.
You interred them?
Interred. Sorry.
Oh.
That's me mispronouncing. Videos are nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd embrace tapes.
If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours.
He's got some big old fingers. I just realized that.
Yeah?
He has the yowie hands.
Yeah, it's because they switched to HD upscaling from pixel art. So a lot of the people look weird. Like, it's hard
That's
to tell
fair.
if this is a do-rag or hair for Marshall.
I think it is like something to cover his head and neck, basically.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I think in the original game it was very clearly hair.
Fair enough. Now, each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. A whole 6 hours gone.
Because it was empty and vapid? This guy has a
What?
flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said there, partner? Or, that went down the wrong hole. I told you that ain't my. I told you that ain't my style.
It was an act. I'm afraid I don't understand.
No desperado I knows let rules get in his way. You see.
No desperados I know joined the police force. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime...
Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day.
There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that?
Hell no, sorry, partner. I can't say I do. Mr. Shitbeard, I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
What did you just say about my fucking beard?
Bring it on, lawman.
I'll have you know that I'm a WWE World Champion myself. That's why I lost all my memories.
Wait a minute. You do sound different this case compared to like the other ones. I don't know if I like this now. Why is there a baritone in your voice, Judge? What the fuck?
Hold up. You sound a little different. What happened? How does this guy avoid being fired?
Two security systems.
You used to be a detective, so you used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Now, of course I have. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence.
And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism?
Sorry there, partner. I had my rigged with C4 just in case somebody else tried to get in there. I ain't that girl machines, you see.
Is that legal? Can you do that?
I can... I couldn't even tell you how a bike works.
How would he know how C4 works? It's quite incredible, huh?
The sensors on the locker's handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, I'm not buying this bullshit, so we can just skip it over. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? What were you doing in a place like that?
Oh, I was eating spaghetti.
He was eating his spaghetti?
Oh, not even angel steak lunches can beat that Paula's vongole sepia pasta.
Now I know he's talking bullshit. Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles?
It was my lunch break. Not all desperados eat.
It has something to say to this. Hold on.
Not all desperados eat tacos there, partner.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says some bullshit. Did you not want a raise this year?
Go, go, go.
Out of ammo, Officer Marshall?
That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence.
I'm sorry, this isn't
Okay.
Danganronpa. We don't refer to evidence as ammo in this series.
The hell's a Danganronpa? If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time.
I'm not really talented as an artist myself.
I get that reference because I read the wiki for Phoenix. And I hate myself that I did. Get it now. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset.
One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Dexter don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that now.
Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante.
So, my job is keeping out of the way. Bone or okay, so it kind of reset. Oh,
Yeah, this is already said dialogue.
Dialogue.
Yeah, deluge.
Deluge. All right, so now we gotta present something somewhere.
Yeah.
What evidence do we have again?
We still haven't read the new evidence we got.
Incident number SL9. Closed. Perpetrator, Joe Dark. Crime, serial murderer. Sentence, kill. The victims, Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Rachel Moss, Edith Kirby. Kirby! Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall. Neil Marshall!
Oh,
Hmm.
Trial data. Head prosecutor, Miles Egworth. Witnesses, Alana Sky, Emma Sky. Investigation Task Force, Executive Investigators, Damon Gant, Alana Sky, Head Investigator, Bruce Goodman, and Investigator Yake Marshall and Angel Star.
Oh man, that's a lot of repeating names there, buddy.
Yeah.
that's a lot of repeating last names too.
Oh yeah.
Why is that Jake Marshall on this case?
Bates, Kirby Jones, Night Moss Marshall. Edworth, Edith, Rachel, Jason, Neil, and Jeb. The sheep?
Jeb. My name is Jeb.
So we can say Neil Marshall is probably related to Jake Marshall. But everyone else here doesn't seem to be related to everyone else here.
But witnesses
Aside.
Emma Sky, Lana Sky, which is like, wow, you had a witness investigate as well?
Yeah, that's kind of seems
rel-
counterintuitive.
A relative
Mm-hmm.
to one of the victims investigate?
We can't use this
well,
right
yeah.
now.
Ethics in this case.
Should we bring this up now? I don't think we should.
It's no use right now.
Yeah.
The security video though could be useful.
It could be useful, but I don't
frequent.
feel that it's for now.
Look at that motherfucker.
There he is.
I'm so glad it's not playing the soundbite anymore.
It'd be funny if it was, though.
Oh yeah. Does nobody see that trench coat in the middle over there?
Yeah.
Nobody else see that? Is that
Yeah.
just me?
Oh no, that's a bag.
Yeah, that's a bag.
A bag of holding.
Ah, yes, the bag of holding.
That whole motherfucker.
Meekins!
Mr. Meekin.
Mr.
Mr. Meekins!
And get his hand
Why the-
stabbed. And then
Why
he
the
goes
fuck
to
would
grab
I
him.
sneak up on him like that, though?
Mhm.
Dead ass. I'm trying to think like what good evidence we could bring up to like counter something.
Hmm. Is it repeating or is there more?
Wait, the thing wasn't hanging out of that evidence locker in the beginning.
What do you mean?
It just repeated.
Oh yeah.
Remember that evidence locker where we saw things hanging out at the end,
Oh
where Dick
yeah.
Marshall's handprint was?
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
yeah, we can bring up
his
his
locker.
fingerprints.
We could bring up his fingerprints. Yeah,
Because it's
actually.
still not there.
So on these three here, there is Gumshoes, which is on the first one, and then there's Marshall's, which is on the one over there. So let's just get past this and see if his handprint is on this locker over here. Right?
Yeah.
The one at the end, yeah. You're closest to the door.
So right over here. There.
Yep. This shit holding up. And then it reset. Marshall's
He wiped-
fingerprints.
He wiped that blood quick.
Yeah. So this is the evidence
Mhm.
that we should present. I'm wondering if there's anything else.
Do you know what this is, Marshall? Sprays him in the face.
Bad, Marshall. Bad.
Fair.
Down,
Fair,
boy.
Mason.
Yeah, what is a bird?
Oh, no.
What do you mean? Oh wait, it's probably not that one.
Probably the handprint in the 3 times a day thing.
He three
he
times
said-
a day?
Yeah, he said he wasn't in there during that time, but like he has his grubby handprints all over it.
Here.
Yeah, I'd say this and like the fingerprints because if he said he wasn't in there, why do his fingerprints be there? Or am I overthinking?
Maybe it's the memo with all the list of people who go in. Yeah, the IDs. Because we don't have the 421.
Blaze it.
Real.
Nope, okay. Because we still need to figure out who that is.
Oh.
I do think this is the one we need to call out. I just don't know how.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Spider. How you doing, buddy?
Let's go. It could be this.
Yeah, but how do we prove he wasn't there?
Yeah.
The handprint?
True. The hand. I think that with this or the 3 times a day check where he said he wasn't there.
Yeah.
With the handprints. So I'd say use the handprint on this one.
This one here.
Yeah.
Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, handprints.
What's real good here now, partner? Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Objection! I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Rebel.
Oh, he's wearing high heels. Let's go.
High heel boots.
Witness, what is the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene.
I cut myself shaving my beard with this knife.
Happens all the time. The blood was wiped away, however. Elemental tests clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall?
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
Looks at Edgeworth. Huh?
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the blood-stained fingerprints.
Clack.
Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime.
Sorry, it took me a moment to notice that Edgewood was still talking and not him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as a blood-stained handprint, happened to be completely superimposed onto it. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was just by chance. And the blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves now?
Actually, we didn't know that. Nobody knew that.
Yeah, they would have to take the gloves off in order to open the locker.
Yeah.
See? I had nothing to do with that. That's immediate call out.
Yeah, that was like this is an easy one. Literally like, oh, it's either the tape of being like, yeah, no, your locker was open, dude.
The witness's explanation appears valid, although there is room for doubt.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt there now, partner.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it.
But we can't really call out like he opened up the Viking locker because the glove was holding it open. Ugh.
No. The locker where his blood stain
Oh, the
was
second.
on.
Oh, yeah, the second
Yeah.
locker. Yeah, sorry.
That's because you, how do you put it, pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. Now the locker happens to be mine.
What? What do you mean?
If he adds that to
I
the
mean-
testimony, that's this video.
Yeah.
I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. That's all that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
Broken Boulevard.
Add my vodka.
I see.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker now.
Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. So then, what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine, ain't no mystery.
Please.
Yes, I am going to change the fucking words.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's pretty good. Explain yourself.
My lock is covered with my own fingerprints now. It just so happened the murderer touched the lock where my fingerprint was by chance.
The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Well, maybe like a 1 in 4 chance.
On the contrary, one could argue it's just the opposite. The chances of that the chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
Cookie delivery!
Oh, a
No.
lot. Thank you.
Let's go.
Cookie delivery. Give.
Give
Give.
mine.
Give. Come on.
Give it here.
You're a doll. You don't need to eat food. Give it.
Exactly.
The cookies!
Give.
No, you can't have your bird. Cookies are bad for birds.
And you think I don't want to die?
No, I meant Hoonan. And you're a doll. You don't need this, so I'll just take them.
No. No, my cookie.
No,
I will take them from you.
Yeah.
I'm putting my
Rico,
hand to the
look up-
monitor.
Rico, look over there. It's a Hamtaro. Look.
I think I've
Look.
never actually watched Hamtaro.
Damn.
You don't even know who Hamtaro is.
Damn. Do you know who Hamtaro is?
Rico, look over there. It is the Persona 3.
It is the Persona 3. It's him, the Persona 3.
Oh, Lord.
That's the guy. Persona 3 himself. John Persona 3.
John Persona
Oh,
3.
No. Yeah.
Everyone's favorite character, John Persona.
So, now let's get one thing straight now, partner.
You're not?
You ain't going to get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You want to know
I
why?
mean, he is the only one that's not Angel's boyfriend.
That is true.
Hold it!
Unrelated?
Oh, they're as different as night and day.
Day and night.
Day and night. Kind of like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, the other one's a type of murder.
One has to do with numbers, not. Okay.
He's right.
Okay.
Although seemingly alike, they are totally different. It's kind of like read and red. Or lead and lead. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this case.
Wow, Phoenix, are you homophobic? What the fuck?
Man, I can't believe you're homophobic for not liking homonyms. How do you know that?
Oh, that you're homophobic? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the records now.
Listen, just because my eyes are two different colors doesn't mean I have homophobia.
That's heterochromia, you dipshit.
What?
The blood stains are pristine. not to be left by the Mordor.
That's right. Wait, I'm right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on the handprint.
Oh yeah. I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only logical conclusion now, ain't it? Are you starting to get the picture now, partner?
The picture? No, I haven't really given my contact info for you.
The sealed blood in the desert is just for the buzzards. 6 feet deep without a ladder.
Huh?
There's only one reality. And that's this. Whips out VHS.
The security tape.
So long as my trail isn't there, you can't say otherwise now.
You said it was your locker.
You stupid bitch. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Saw me on the counter. It wasn't me.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you want to tie me to this crime, ain't that right, partner? Well, you gotta have some damn good evidence.
Huh.
And if so, that is the only direct evidence you have.
Objection! But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Oh shit, that's okay. I have one of those cookies over there.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now.
Show that evidence.
Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall.
I think it's obviously the
The paper.
leftmost. Yeah, the leftmost locker. Yeah,
Is that a
speak this.
Yeah. There was no fast forward, by the way, when this game first came out.
God, imagine that would have been awful.
I was so annoyed by this case. I loved it, but I am so annoyed.
It being so fast is so stupid when you watch the fight there.
And there was also no pause.
Take that.
Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
Why the hell are you so smug? The days are short in Texas now, so are our tempers.
You've never been to Texas.
You've never been there.
Could you shut up?
Texaboo! Texaboo!
Boo!
Texaboo!
Boo!
Guys, stop it! That's not good.
I'm a real gosh darn Texan.
Could you now sum up what you say in about 8 words or less? You know what? Nah, make it 6.
Very well.
I mean, you should have someone like this for one of your campaigns, just a boo for a different city.
You can clearly be seen in this video.
You see, back at Ember City, we don't take kindly to criminals.
Just complete caricatures of people from the city.
From different places, yeah.
Exactly 8 words.
It's what it should be as a character. That is a weeb for any other city. It changes all the time. It's not just one city. It just changes all the time.
God.
There's just one guy.
There's one guy.
Sorry, I just thought it would be fucking hilarious.
Hell, it would be.
I am
Exactly
the
eight
universal
words.
man. I know every other place because every place is the same place.
Every
It's
other
my
place
home.
is better than this place. Exactly 8 words, partner. Not the 6 I asked for, but not too bad.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video.
Video.
Yeah. There,
I can-
right there. That locker with a white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
It's rewind time.
Let's rewind time, everybody. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's hot.
Mr.
Mr. Beans. Oh, the white cloth. It's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then, it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Rebel.
Order! Order! Ah!
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man.
Don't you dare interrupt me again.
Try me.
Huh.
So, what if my locker was open? Finger gun.
Finger
That
gun.
doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
This isn't something you can just finger fun and walk away from.
Why is he mocking us? The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened up a locker and stuck it in. But it's
Come on,
your locker.
Hezbollah. You can just object this because this is so dumb.
It's not my fault he happened to choose mine.
Huh.
Judge, Judge, come on.
Judge, don't.
Ellipses. Why's everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
He can't be this
You're the
stupid.
renegade who had it made.
This guy isn't just playing dumb. He
He's just plain stupid.
is dumb. He really doesn't fucking know. I hate to rain on your parade. Actually, no, I don't. I love this. This is one of my favorite things to do as a defendant. But you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh, yeah? I'll call your bluff then. You say open that locker. Now prove it.
I'll prove it with the locker.
Finger. Sir.
Oh look, he has jockey.
We talked about this earlier today in this case, with you on the stand just now. The lockers can only be opened by detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. Boss Strunny.
Sorry. I was enjoying the jelly beans, okay? Leave me alone.
I got you.
Wow. And you're not going to share? What the fuck?
You don't know what
That's
type
why
of
I
jelly
didn't say
beans they
anything.
are.
Yeah, exactly. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious, you know? I can hardly get mine open. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less?
I got one word for you, partner.
I like the JoJo pose you hit there, but...
What the fuck is that pose?
Yeah.
It was a no.
No!
Order. Witness, explain yourself.
If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard.
I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. I've asked this 3 times.
Cat.
Olay.
Ole?
I'm just surprised at the Olay. I'm like, what the fuck is... Why is this here? Why are you infected?
You just can't say perchance.
Yeah, perchance. Olay, please answer the question. What is he now? Bullfighter? That's right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans.
Look at this photograph.
There was no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then, where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it.
I mean, he's
Victim.
obviously the victim.
Officer Marshall was standing right there. There? But that's Goodman. That's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman.
Aren't we supposed to be trying to get Lana found innocent?
Yes.
This is a kangaroo court,
Yeah.
so it's a process. It's a process. We'll get there.
We'll get to the answer. Maybe. Not everything can be Komaita's death, but you know.
Phoenix is trying to prove reasonable doubt right now.
I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. He's dead. He died. He's still in there. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. 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 Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene.
At least I'm not in a box this time.
Shut up. Once he saw the man's face, he'd known for sure.
Objection! May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Oh. Yes? And how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me!
Why am I black and white right now?
Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You got quite an imagination there, partner. I got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence to prove I dressed up as a victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
And I can't say I care for your beard again, but you don't see me complaining.
You have complained this entire court. It's time I bring down the steel cage.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence providing, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Well, who the fuck am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see in the fear in your eyes there, partner. Seems like you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? What can I do? Damn stupid sexy Edward.
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed.
Huh?
I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out.
What's that you
When
want?
we run into a wall with no place to go, we turn to the basics.
The basics of CQC? Boss.
Use tab!
For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Oh god. I blocked it out since it's such a terrible memory.
Did you heat tab, Charlie?
Phoenix, try thinking outside the box. Use tab. Press it.
I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
In fact, that white cloth sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After
I think
committing
this
the
is harder
crime...
one.
What?
I think this is the harder one.
Oh no.
I remember there was one part of this tape in this trial that was really frustrating for me.
After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us what... Ah, come on, man!
Yeah, I'd say just fast forward it.
You're right back at the damn tape.
Okay, glove drop.
Yeah.
Mr. Meekins.
Maybe he got blood on his hand? Oh,
So we see the slash.
the knife. That's not the evidence knife.
Yeah, he had to clean the knife. Look at that face on Mr. Meekins.
Look at him dance. Where the fuck is backspace? Backspace is pause. Okay. Nice.
Look at that flat ass. Damn.
It's either the knife or the coat. The fact the coat got blood.
No, because the coat would have been put on the other guy.
Yeah.
It's the Knife. Well, what do you have to say about that?
Alright, partner. You really want to know the reason why I had to open up my locker?
Why?
So I can stuff you in there, nerd!
Huh?
I'm sure the world would be a better place if you sent off to the boneyard.
Unfortunately, unsolved cases can't be stored in the evidence room.
Now I'm an unsolved case? Something went wrong in that evidence room. That's why Marshall had to open his locker.
Why does the music start before we go there?
The unexpected event itself is the reason. I better have another crack at it. According to the defense's argument, Officer the Joker blocked it with his sixth sense of humor, a clownly
Fact that
power.
The white cloth is sticking out the locker seems to indicate that.
We've already read all this. God, I can still hear it now. It's like it's haunting my dreams.
Is it just Meekins?
Can't be.
Well, Meekins is the unexpected event.
Oh, yeah, true. So that drops. He's looking.
And like
This-
the unexpected thing would be he got blood on him.
Yeah.
Because this is a white thing, so the white cloth could be the coat.
Slash. Tackle.
Oh yeah, because he got Pinkin's handprints on him.
Yeah. So, by this point, Meekins is walking up and saying, "Hello, sir, who are you? Can you mind showing me your badge?" And
They'll
then
fucking whipped out the knife immediately.
he immediately knifes his hand. Meekins blocks it with his hand. He blocks the knife slash with his hand.
I
And
mean,
then,
a bloody coat is in the photo of Lana, but it's not bloody like this.
yeah. And then Meekins fucking goes in for a neck command grab.
Command grab.
Yeah, command
Wins
grab.
50, he wins the 50-50.
He wins the 50-50.
And now he has blood on him.
Probably, yeah, probably the shoulder blood.
For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know what and yet.
Yeah.
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. Meekins! It was me, sir! When he asked you to show the ID card, you pulled a fucking knife on him. Pretty killer. However, Officer Meekins panicked like a damn coward, but like a badass, he tried to kick your ass. And the white coat you were wearing was spilled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, now could you? So you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad there, partner. Rebel.
Now then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth?
Hell no. Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago. If you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we?
What the fuck are you talking about, Marshall?
Now, perfect line read.
Yeah.
Next.
I was like, do I really have to read this? Because it seems like I did it right.
Alright then. Seems like time has come. Gather around the campfire.
Sing your campfire
I'll tell
song?
you a story. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I told the detectives I'd be dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. Wasn't expecting Officer Meekins, so kind of kicked his ass. Managed to escape pretty easily, though. I knew which areas wouldn't get caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be?
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand.
I gave him blood
That boy.
thinners.
That boy can bleed. My guess is he's a donor.
It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Did he stab himself with his own knife? When you say it, you mean...
Do you even have to ask that, partner?
the SL9 incident.
9 incidents. Yes.
3 years have passed since that case was closed.
I didn't even say that out loud.
It was going to completely end with the transfer that day.
Not if I have anything to do with it. This desperado's got a job to do. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When the case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anybody says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? Does it have anything to do with Jake Marshall and his brother?
Neil Marshall?
Neil Marshall?
That day was my last chance. That's why
I oughta.
I stole the detective's ID. Perfect transition.
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
You would get arrested for stealing evidence after this case.
So you did it to fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card.
I'm a good pickpocket. I saw that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filing out that lost item report. Wait a minute, what? The morning of the incident?
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
So, after he died, he just put it right next to him. In his wallet.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall?
So, essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
What do you mean now, partner?
I mean, the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
But he could, because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall.
I was expecting Officer Meekins.
You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off.
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only plan on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anybody would actually come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins. I hate that man. Certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little more about his ways this year. Why can't the prosecutors choose the pay for the officers?
Why did
Why
Edward
not?
have so much influence?
Oh my god. Anyway, he threw himself at me, and I ended up cutting him slightly.
Very deep into his trachea.
I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
You're the one he's shaving himself with?
Oh, you mean this one now?
I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out, and, So, you did your research beforehand?
Those who got into the desert unprepared don't live that long now, do they, partner? I didn't think it would make a difference, though. Security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left.
However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins.
If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
Being a fucking prick. What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is on that day, but the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
Assault with a deadly weapon. What the hell are you, blind? The victim shown on the tape is me. I'm not dead, now am I, partner?
So, you stole the evidence from the locker.
Actually, no. I didn't.
Why not?
Wobbuffet. When I opened up the locker, the evidence was already gone. Goodman!
What? Mr. Edgeworth, Where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor.
Rabble.
Detective Goodman's locker was already empty? Someone else stole the evidence? Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. I don't think you are. I think you have to answer.
You have. This is a court. You have to answer.
You mean, you complete the 5th, but that won't look good on you.
Yeah. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Yeah. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything, and I mean anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20 after all.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more, even though I don't want to hear him talk.
I just can't forget the SL9 incident. You know why? Tell me why.
But that case was solved.
Heartbreak.
But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dock was convicted for his crimes. One thing I could say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it? Kellogg's.
Oh, no wonder why it was a mess. This was the judge for it.
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out.
You know what I'd like to think? There are three court case rooms, right?
Yeah?
What if it's a trio or triplets of judges?
I just imagine the court, like the seat where he's sitting at, just rotates. So it goes into the next room.
Yeah.
We do see another judge in another game.
Oh wow, that's surprising.
Oh. Yeah.
He's actually pretty decent, if I remember correctly. He kind of has bad memory, but...
Damn. But he's a good judge. Hooray.
Well, there's something that still bothers me to this fucking day. Is something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about.
What happened?
You were there.
I was there. I was.
Look, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
You weren't? Why is he so concerned with this incident? What the hell happened? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I better take another look at the files.
Yep, it's gonna be that victim right there. You know, I think it's a blue badger. I think it's because
I think it might be the Blue Badger, actually.
the second page. Sorry.
Blue
Neil
badge
Marshall.
somewhat.
The second page has Neil Marshall on it.
The blue badger. The blue badger is the loiterer.
What if Neil
Wait a
Marshall was killed by another person?
That would be wild.
And they just swept it under this person?
Yeah. Jake Marshall
And
is
that's
on
why-
page 4. Neil
That's
Marshall is
why
on
all
page
the
2.
investigators are so weirded out by this case.
Yeah. He worked on the case with Angel and Goodman. Goodman was the lead
Yeah.
investigator.
And they both got demoted
Yeah.
for it. Angel got completely fired. Jake got
Hella demoted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hella demoted.
Yeah.
Versus Dan.
Jake went from investigator to security guard.
Patrolman. Yeah. Damon and Lana got promoted.
Yeah.
So something went on.
Yeah.
Those two are hiding something about this case.
They
I ain't hiding shit.
they probably pinned it on Joe Dark.
Yeah.
So Jake was one of the investigators on this, and Neil Marshall is probably his brother who died and was killed.
Or son.
Like Joe Dark
Who knows?
definitely a serial mortal, but Neil Marshall was probably
Killed by something else.
yeah.
Objection.
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much of the cactus juice now, partner.
I'm allergic, I'm sorry. I have the SL9 incident file right here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. Twice. Surprising. I thought it would pop up more times because you would have worked on it, but apparently you didn't. In the list of murder victims, Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall?
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that name. 2 years ago.
He was
I-
also a Texas boo?
He was also a Texabu.
He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. No! Oh my god!
He was a prosecutor?
Hexaboo.
What? A prosecutor? He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Also, I think the award looked different in that photo.
It must have looked different in this. I didn't get a good look at it.
I remember Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did.
That's right. He was killed. And the case fell in your hands.
But what's his relation to you? Are you his brother? Are you his father?
He was my brother. Holy shit, it is hair.
It is hair.
Yeah,
It looks so bad. I'm sorry.
I know. It
Yeah.
looks better as in pixel art.
Yeah. He was my brother. Look at him. He's in a box. He's in a box on the ground.
Hey,
Like
somebody
everybody now.
somebody get me out of this goddamn box right here.
It's me, your brother. Get me out of the box. You buried me years ago. Get me out of the box. Come on.
Jake, get me out of this box.
Come on, Jake. Just dig me out. I'm alive, Jake.
Yeah. He was indeed my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gantz and the then deputy chief of police. Group of detectives I'm part of worked under them.
Look, there he is. In the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Angel Star, is that Goodman? That's Goodman.
Yeah. I mean, his
Look at him.
polka dot tie.
He looks a lot more angular in this picture than his actual picture.
Yeah.
We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Doc. also known as Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh God, no! Where did he come from? Where did he go?
My brother fought Doc and was ultimately killed. And that was the first time Doc left behind any form of evidence. And that's all we needed.
Him and his hawk eyes.
He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case finally closed. At least according to public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Doc. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight.
And that's it. That's your reason for your insane accents.
There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. You're batshit insane! Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case would be reopened.
Not satisfied with the resolution.
That's not
Oh,
you!
sorry. Sorry, pan to it! Don't look at me!
I am looking at you!
You are being perceived!
No!
Get perception, bitch!
Roll a perception check.
Roll the perception check now!
Not funny!
Joke's on you, you have disadvantage.
Oh, it's so weird. I
Double
rolled 20 twice.
No!
Yes, duality man.
It turns. Go ahead.
Okay. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The thing that happened by the chance never ceased to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. We still don't have the mystery of blood.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you look at the tape, there's, like, no blood.
Chance. It's gotta be more than just that. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which, in turn, means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Objection. But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
But
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday.
Wow, oh god. I don't know, everybody. Can you still hear me out there? Hello, hello, hello. It looks like Discord. It looks like Discord had a little bit of a fuck up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Welcome back.
Hold up while I do this.
Bye. In the arms of an angel.
In the arms of an angel. fly.
We got quite the mountain range here.
Yeah, I can see it. There's a lot there, actually. That's weird.
Yeah, what's that big one?
I don't know what that big one is.
Why are we being overseen by an
Who is
invisible
this?
person? There's also a really small one behind the big one.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot on this one, huh?
Huh.
Raymond Mountain.
There we go.
Here we go.
I
Now
see
we're back.
you. Who's this?
Yet remain the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. I read my line.
I know, I'm deleting things. I thought that wasn't you. Hold up.
Wow.
You deleted me.
Get deleted, nerd.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Deleting. It's okay, Ali, and I'll just delete you.
Ah, fair enough. I deserve to be deleted.
Yes.
Goodbye, my friends.
Goodbye. Hasta la vista, baby.
Time to delete all of my socials.
Thank you. Thank you. Finally!
No more D&D sessions. My schedule's going to open up hella.
Finally!
What do you mean, schedule? You'll be deleted.
Yeah. It's fine.
fun.
My schedule's going to open up. It's going to be great.
My schedule's gonna be open. That's what really matters.
I love you, Alien.
Damn. Let's go. Hello, everybody. Are we
You're a
back?
very funny boy.
Everyone, are we back? Are we back, everybody?
I'm back.
I'm back.
I've been back.
Seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, pardon.
Hold up, let me refresh the Twitch real quick because it looks like it froze on my
Oh,
end.
it didn't.
Okay.
All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved. No doubt about it. Also, a murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely uncontestable.
Uncontestable.
Incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Ah.
Objection!
Ah!
I rest my case.
Really? That was your closing argument? What the fuck, dude?
It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time
Are you sure about that?
proving the alleged murder at the police department.
There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was a fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty.
Really?
Really?
Really? Guys, there's blood. What? What?
Now
What?
then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant,
No rebel?
Emma.
Hold it! Your Honor, wait!
Emma?
The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right?
What do you mean, right? I know what you meant by that when I read the text. Mr. Wright. Are you this girl's guardian? No, that'd be Lana. Yonner? Oh,
Please, Your Honor. All I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Hedgeworth, please?
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Edgeworth is nice to kids.
He knows this kid.
That's also true.
He's friends with Lana,
Yeah.
and this kid looks up to him.
I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky sisters were in that file.
But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprints had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Yeah, where did that come from?
Yeah. But no fingerprints were found on it, correct?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. You know, to write my fanfics with. So I ran over there and looked at it again.
Huh? So did you find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Huh. Is that it?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have.
Why did they let a child unattended to go in there and do some tests?
Mm-hmm.
Kangaroo court.
No, I meant I think she means more along the lines of how did she get into the evidence locker room?
If we can't find something wrong with them, and with your brains, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you, even though you've only had your cereal box license for a week.
What are you talking about? It's been more than a month. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regards to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing?
Yeah, there's no problem, guy. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Wasting your time with this.
This handprint left at the scene of the crime clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is what you're grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on them? Drawn on there?
Yeah.
Blue Badger.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say it. Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use. The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans?
The Blue Badger panel.
A blue babber.
What about that piece of plywood?
The blue
know, I was
badger. Yeah.
I was memeing. I wasn't serious. What the fuck?
It's the blue badger. Listen, everything is important. Except for the things that aren't. Like my lawyer's badge. The blue badger. Mascot of the police force. Defender of truth. Guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
I'm glad you sounded annoyed at this, Rika. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger isn't there.
And
watch what happens when we put him there. This is where he was dancing at the scene of the crime. The time of the scene of the crime. The crime of time. Well,
There's not enough space.
well, what? That's right. So long as the blue badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at the spot of the locker.
Not really, but
what?
No, no.
Just they were walking all behind it though. What the fuck?
Yeah. So that means, what the hell does that mean? It means it can't be done. What the hell are you talking about? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker. Don't look at me, I didn't put up there.
Miss,
Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically.
Emma.
On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right?
It's me.
After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker.
So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in. Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched blabberdash in my courtroom.
Blabberdash?
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's sir-fetched. But it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice.
but how?
One time was captured on tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. And the problem is, the other time. Someone bled prior to the struggles shown on this tape. It had to have been... It had to have been, Detective Goodman when he was really murdered.
That is a reach.
That's
Ridiculous. I
Don't
refuse
worry.
to accept
We
your
all-
absurd claims.
Oh god.
We love reaching in this court.
The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be fake. Hello, Bloody. Welcome to the chat.
Just as we're talking about blood.
Yep.
Alright?
However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proved it occurred.
When did the first incident occur?
We know.
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this.
Very well. Then tell us. When did the first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then.
Oh, that is a username.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why I only used the first half. Okay.
Wait, what was... Hold up.
The username.
Go look.
What was he...
Go look.
I had to open up... Okay, give me a second. So I had to keep the stream closed because my internet will shit itself if I don't.
I remember.
Oh.
I know.
Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows when the first crime took place?
Yeah, it's the time slot.
Not that one.
Not that one.
The
It's the sign-in sheet.
Yeah.
The sign-in sheet?
Yeah, the
The sign-in sheet.
73777.
ID card record.
If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it. And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required.
An ID card? Oh, the ID card record.
Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at...
Let's see here. 4:50. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done?
Miles, how many people are going to kill? I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy.
Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure it out. It could it have been me?
Nope, I ain't getting it.
You are. The murderer had 20 minutes to do so.
I'm afraid
That-
I
that
don't
even-
understand either.
It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
Then that means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer.
I would have just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
Then that would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Let's look at that chart again. There's only one other card number remaining. 77777. Man, that's hard to read.
Talk about a lucky
The
number.
game acknowledges it.
But wait. That doesn't make any sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with God, I can't read this.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 7777777777.
That's 17 too many, Your Honor.
You can count?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least, at present.
What?
Go ahead, explain yourself, son.
The ID number 7777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher.
Of the Serete.
Someone who is so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Objection. But that's ridiculous. Just how?
I am not finished talking, Mr. Wright.
Okay, let me drink my Wawa.
Drink your Wawa as I explain. Thank you. There's one situation in which we can be granted such authority.
If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted.
An official charge?
You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Rabble, 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 rabble.
One heck of an accusation.
I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself.
Slander, is it? Alright. Let me ask a question then.
Yes.
No, not you. To her. The defendant sitting over there.
Wait, she's in these court cases?
Your own little executive.
Lana?
Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder.
That means she can't be a witness.
Of course, we looked up her ID number. And it's not 7777777.
Not true.
Don't play with me for a fool there, partner. That's not what I wanted to ask. I want to know is one thing about that incident.
I do like the joke that Edgeworth has to say the correct amount of sevens.
I know, I have to keep track of it!
The SL9 incident.
Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Fade to black.
Oh, she here.
Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did.
Huh?
Somebody?
Lana. I said my name!
I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
Defendant, just what are you saying?
How did you get back?
I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor.
I think there's a defendant stand and a witness stand.
Probably.
During that trial, 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence to the court? Can you look at me, an investigator in that crime, in the eyes of a brother of a victim and say that you did?
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't.
I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Dog.
Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require
I know no wanna.
drastic measures.
I don't want to.
And
Court, I
don't
would
wanna.
say she no wanna.
That's
Lana don't wanna.
just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
But Lana,
Even if it involved forging evidence.
That man was already put to death, Lana. You killed him.
How do these people still have jobs?
I wonder what's for dinner tonight.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
No. No!
That's a lot louder.
Rebel.
Order! 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 Order!
Did somebody order a pizza?
Lana's remarks caused the court to erupt into chaos. It could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day. To be continued.
All right, Chad. Thank you for stopping. No.
Thank you for stopping by. Love that you were here for us.
I do need to put my phone on the charger. It's about to die, though.
Oh boy.
Man, this is so fun.
Yeah. We're coming to a close. February. Mr. Chairman. Oof.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for it. The Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. To think it was only 2 years ago that this happened. I was probably still in law school or homeless.
Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Didn't you read it?
I looked through it. Probably skimmed a little, you know.
Are you illiterate, Mr. Wright?
I can read.
Anyways, Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you killed Joe Dark?
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming.
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season, you know?
It's February.
I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. She's always busy. Then suddenly, Then suddenly this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up, and
Jake Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then,
What happened? What happened next? What happened next?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out suddenly. A bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh. What did you see in blah, 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 blah. Sorry, my lines are flipped. Try again. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred?
Ellipsis. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma. You've been through a lot.
Couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. And find the evidence to make an airtight case. And have a tragic backstory, you know? Fanfic. That way Lana would never have to forge any, ever again.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. Talk. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime.
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about it when I was attacked. You know? That must be why why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly, and I just couldn't say anything. Hannah forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Well, if Lana was there, and you were there, and Marshall was there, Neil Marshall, and Neil Marshall was murdered by Joe Dark, and you were taken while Lana was looking at you, then she also witnessed Neil Marshall die.
I never said my sister was smart.
Edgeworth?
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true. Even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did. Especially not to Emma. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
Why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Why didn't he just try to leave at the front door? Or a window?
Because the detective offices and the questioning rooms are right across from the elevator.
Huh? Across from the elevator? Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Lana used to be a detective. I better have another talk with her.
Enhance.
Check it out. Wow, one guy's listed up. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. No new evidence was made from that, so we can't see that his name was on this fucking shield. That's what I wanted to see. Ah. Well, we're back on the path, the grind path, to try and look for everybody again. All right. How's the case going for everybody so far? Are you enjoying?
Yeah, I'm having fun.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Lana,
Mr. White, I seem I keep causing you troubles.
Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type.
Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks.
Lana. Emma told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office.
That's right.
Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about that unusual change of jobs?
I suppose you have the right to know, Mr. Wright.
Oops.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together, you know?
Chief Gant? That's him. Lanya.
He was the deputy chief of police back then, and he still worked at the crime scene. Damon Gaunt. He was everything I aspire to be. Mickey Mouse voice and all.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
Can't wait for the Mickey Mouse Rika effect.
Oh boy! Nah, I can't do a Mickey Mouse impression.
Damn.
What are you, a coward? Damn.
Joking.
Put
Put down the knife, Rika.
down the knife.
Nah,
No, I don't think I will.
I think this knife feels quite at home in my hand.
As long as those feel at home in my ribs, we're good.
I mean, just the handle feels at home in my hand. The blade might feel home somewhere else.
We're gonna, you know what? Air gel.
She still has a knife in her hand. She can stab you in your arms.
Yeah, I still have
No. It's fine. It's better than my ribs. Air gel.
Air gel. There she goes. There's nowhere she can go.
I'm gonna cut off your arm.
Emma really idolizes her
Joke's
big
on
sister.
you.
And the joke is on you. It's a dream. It's a dream. But
I
now
love
you're
how that
chief
one song was
prosecutor.
made for that one iCarly episode.
I know. It was a good song. That's not even like on anything. You cannot find that song.
Oh, you can find it on Spotify.
You can? Why isn't it on YouTube? But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was
To gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecution office.
So would you say that's nepotism?
Of course, it is nepotism. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Maybe should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today. Still today? Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago.
We do trial in the morning, so we investigate right after the trial. Evidence from that case was stolen as well. Though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
Trial. It really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul.
Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15 there was a murder at the police department.
True, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. Tell me it's not true.
There we go.
I'm gonna slap you. Wait, I already said it. I read the line. Did it not go through?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything other than true, Lana. I was like, huh?
Oh no, I'm cutting it out. Sorry. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. Tell me it's not true, you bitch. about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife.
I would like to imagine that Emma's extremely abusive of Lana.
A what?
Extremely abusive of Lana, like trying to hold her up to these ideals. And Lana's just like, I'm not like that, you know that, right?
You're like that. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me.
I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before.
2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Doc.
Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right?
Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations.
They even had the same office?
We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Jock was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
You see, the first person who happened upon the case of the crime was me.
Now you tell us.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Doc that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Doc must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
Where you found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana?
It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Doc. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. This isn't impossible.
Yeah. That's an impossible knife stab.
Yeah.
That requires a lot of force to stab through the back.
Yeah.
Especially if
If he's in the front.
Yeah, especially if they're in front of each other.
And even if he was on him, that guy's definitely on, like, his hip.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't be able to get the angle in order to do
To get that stab. Yeah. That requires a lot more movement and flexibility.
Pivot. There wasn't enough pivot.
3 bodies? Prosecutor
Marshall. Oh,
Yeah.
nope.
Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out.
And the suspect, Joe Doc. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Doc had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
What did you do?
To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out to the room, and just held her.
Can't blame her. After all her sister must have gone through.
Is that Officer Goodman's coat?
It might be Master Goodman's coat.
After that, I placed Docs under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight.
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident?
That's right. Quite a coincidence. Hmm?
I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance?
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came up as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
He became Texan.
Guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark.
Murder? I mean, death?
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupied by himself. The chief's office.
Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office. The site of the final SL murder. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things seem quiet around here today.
You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though.
Why don't we go look for other people today to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later. Oh, there he is.
Howdy, Bambina.
How
Why
we
are you not in
prison?
jail?
Yeah.
You assaulted an officer.
Mr. Marshall.
Never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning. I don't know how to pronounce that.
K. Sarah Sarah. K. Sarah Sarah.
Can Sarah Sarah, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Never know where life will lead you, Bambina. I should have known my luck had run out when all Billy dried up this morning.
What the fuck is Billy?
The forbidden cactus?
Must be a spec
Honestly-
cactus.
With the HD upscaling for these, it almost looks like Emma has heterochromia.
Almost.
One of her eyes
Yeah, I
looks
can see
more
it.
green and the other looks more blue.
I can see that.
That's pretty cool. Say, where are you headed?
Oh, just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, you know, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
Mr. Marshall? Why did you do it?
'Cause I'm batshit insane. Why did Prospectus head west?
Damn Texabo.
I'm looking for gold, and if there ever was a case that I need to know the truth about, it was that one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Something was fishy about that sheriff from the very beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so too.
What do you mean, fishy?
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. You know what I'm saying? For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon?
Murder. Oh,
You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? Is everything alright?
hold up, my internet is shitting itself.
Ah. Ba-ba-da-da.
Internet, please. That was Joe Dog's all right. God, I'm dealing with 2,500 ping right now. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
okay.
Holy shit.
It's alright because you are my friend.
It wouldn't be alright otherwise.
Ah!
That's right. If he wasn't my friend, I'd kill him myself. How dare you?
How dare.
Ah!
Is he alright? I will never know.
Sorry, my internet is deciding to shit itself right now.
I gotcha. Bum, 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 ba, ba.
In the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
The initial autopsy.
Question.
Autopsy. Blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound of the victim sustained.
For real?
It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon.
Oh.
However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
The facts have been concealed with forged evidence.
In that case, I've found scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
Scars don't really heal.
I got the looks, but he definitely got the brains. He's one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when it went down. I mentioned, like, his brother bringing a lasso to fucking court.
Man. They're both the cowboy guys.
It was our first case together.
Brother, Oni-san.
Except
Only son!
how what was he? Your
Only
friend.
Chan! He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor. You mean the...
King of prosecutors.
I knew it.
You look at me like that for. That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place. That wasn't the same day as.
That's right. The day of the evidence transferal.
Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was a thunder. I can't believe 2 years had already gone by. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty.
Mr. Meekins! I can't let you stop this! There was something going on behind the scenes of that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted. Boxed away in that tiny room there.
What about Detective Goodman?
And they did something to him too. The commissioners would get suspicious. They were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who are you talking about?
Now, don't get upset, Bambina. I'm at Damon Gaunt and Lana Sky. The investigation lead, Damon Gaunt, and the second in command, Lana Sky.
Bow, bow, bow.
There wasn't a person on the force that hadn't heard of the duo. That case was the biggest step in both their careers.
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yep. And Damon Gaunt, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. It's never been the same ever since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Scott was totally different when she was a detective.
Now that he mentions it, I must have said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret's too well guarded. Never found out.
Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
So there you have it. That's my story. Join partner.
It was certainly enlightening.
There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He's the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. And that someone is Damon Gaunt.
Oh, it's him. It's me, Damon. Oh, it's me. It's me, Damon Gaunt. Oh, boy.
Don't believe me? Don't blame you, but, I won't even be a patrolman after today. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Oh, wholesome twist. Adios, Bambina.
And then he fades off into the
And
sunset.
he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
He waddled
Very
away.
next day.
Pet bar, baby. No
Yep,
one's
remember.
here. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case, you know?
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Hi, Prosecutor Jaffish.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Edgeworth, it's me, your friend. It's me. Open up, Hedgie. I just want to talk to you about the Silver Samurai.
Call security.
Did you want to talk about the Silver Samurai?
Edgeworth isn't here.
Ah, man, just missed him. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. He took a real beating in court today.
Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago.
I guess we'll just have to come back later. Yeah.
I guess it's gumshoe time.
Edgeworth, it's me, your friend.
It's me, Edgy.
It's me, Edgeworth. It's your friend, Phoenix Wright. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everybody's busy solving crimes.
God, I hope so. Would you like to be the chief?
Who's the chief?
The chief is random NPC.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're in the conference room.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to
I
us.
don't remember what the last time the chief sounded like.
No one does. Ask him again. Go, Volo.
Internet, please.
Oh no! Not the internet. Timmy Turner. Where'd you buy it from, Timmy? Internet?
Internet?
Oh, I miss Alien.
Man, sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Alien, I missed you.
My internet, please. Somebody get me out of this godforsaken house.
I wish I could.
Easy, just get $10,000.
Yeah, just get 10K.
Ish, 10K. That's a lot easier said than done.
I know. Just
Get 10
Prosecute.
jobs.
then say it. Keep
Give me
saying it. Come on.
If you go to my throne right now, donate $10,000 to the Joke House Fund. Ooh woo. You can too. Help me get a house.
That's right. You should help Ariane get a fucking house.
With the chief prosecutor saying what she did, the decision about what to do. God. How about Mr. Edgeworth and not mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial? There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving, Christmas put together.
It's just Black Friday, my guys. Come on, just one holiday. I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir? We'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office, if that's okay. You know? Mr. Chief?
Don't worry, the chief's having connection issues.
I'm just used to connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Go on. Have a good time.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything, you know?
I'm trying to take a light of coke right now. Oh, no, you're right. Damn. If you just shut the fuck up, I would let you through, but you can't go in there now. It's off limits. Oh, no.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
I mean, he literally just said don't do that thing, but you know, I could always ignore him and get arrested.
Too bad.
What?
What?
The? Why are we in Ganondorf?
Fuck.
Why is this Ganondorf's place? What the fuck is going on? Link, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I think I see where all the docked pay goes to.
Why is it gotta be like this, man? Man.
Hey, listen!
Yeah.
Oh god, it's non-diegetic, it's actually playing. Whoa, where the fuck am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door, but I'm not really too sure myself.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
You know, I also found plans for a new prosecution office called Ganondorf and Ganondorf. Should we be worried? Anyway, hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten.
What the fuck? Kindergarten?
It was a hoity-toity school, you know? They used to call me Little Miss Bach.
I don't believe it.
I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes.
You just toured the entire department.
I
Yeah.
never could remember where C was. It's in the middle.
It's in the fucking middle, girl. How'd you not see it?
Mickey.
Oh, what do we have here?
Was a night outfit?
Surprise! Oh, it's you two.
Chief Cat! He put that paper he was reading in his desk.
Ha ha! So, righto! Have you been swimming lately?
I told you
You
the deal
look
was
like you've been
silent.
swimming.
No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. No time for a swim, you know.
Ah, well, I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. Oh, and you know, a lot of provocative statements.
Provocative statement. Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? Yeah.
Oh yeah, so 2 years ago have passed since that incident, huh? My, how time flies! Oh, sorry, I was looking off into space a little bit. See that big picture on the wall over there?
Yeah.
It had a sword on it.
Must have disassociating a little bit. Give me a second.
Don't worry, you're okay.
That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Yeah, there's a sword on it. Yeah. Why is there a sword on the shield?
Why
Why
they have
is
so
the
many
so-
fucking weapons? Look at that fucking
Because it was
spear.
a Keyblade.
No. on the shield.
Oh,
Because it was a
yeah.
Keyblade.
Also, look at the tip. The tip is broken.
Yeah, even the tip is broke.
Just the
Is
tip.
this like about the legend of the unbreakable shield and the sword that can break anything?
I guess so.
Awesome.
Also, look right there. That stupid fucking vase.
Yeah.
Everything we need is in this picture right here. It's kind of stupid, but it's true.
Look at this photograph.
Da 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 da. And I'm not pressing things. I'm examining the picture without examining the picture.
Oh yeah, we took it to commemorate our work together.
Huh? Something's
As you
not
see, I'm
right.
very photogenic.
Something's not right with this picture. I don't know why, but Gant reminds me of a cockatoo.
I can see that.
Can't quite seem to put my finger on it though. I see the music is just dying down strangely.
Anyway, I like to reminisce all. You know, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are like a lot of other matters that need my attention. Like where all the funds are going. Oh, and I want to look up here, so let's get out of here together.
Oh? But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Oh Oh yeah, that case has long since been over. Oh, don't worry about that. There's no need to investigate it anymore. Don't
I call
worry.
bullshit.
Well, all the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Haha, perhaps you didn't hear me.
I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
Eh.
Now then, hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend to. Haha.
He creeps me out, Mr. Wright. Looks like we got welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gaunt denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office.
Hope you know lockpick.
Man, I wish I did. No, I can't examine this right now. Okay.
Give me a hot stick.
But that was there on this picture.
Welcome back, Straw Bunny.
Thank you, the ping was very weird.
Looking back.
Oh, there he is.
It's the boy! Get him!
Hey, pal. Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe? Are you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two in court. You know?
That sounds serious.
Yeah. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to, yeah, but, that falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes.
Yikers, man. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they produce in court. You know? Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor has kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies.
Ah, random police officer.
Hey, Dick, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir!
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat.
Ice cream? Yes,
Yes.
sir!
Phase Spider ice cream. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir!
It seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him, you know? Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth's just might crack.
I can't imagine Gumshoe not sticking out.
I mean, look at him. He's a fucking
giant
fridge.
monkey.
Yeah.
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier with a coffee was while the coffee was brewing. Oh,
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
the only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
When he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl, you know?
some girl?
Some girl. Girl. Me.
Baby girl, what's your name?
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it has something to do with the murder weapon. You know, Oh, I forgot. Look. It's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never failed to impress me.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
But first,
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the
Shouldn't
crime.
we be getting all this information from the files that we have in our pocket?
yeah. Yeah, we should.
Like, why do we need to talk to Gumshoe? Is because they couldn't put enough pages into one thing in the game?
Probably.
He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. I mean, if I can go without politely interruptions.
A businessman?
Right.
What made him take to serial killing? Did he just want to live a simple life in the Upper West Side of Moriocho?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So it was an accident?
If he killed someone with his car, shouldn't he have already been in prison?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. An animal? Why are we going through my lines?
Why did the lines just go through real fast?
Yeah,
Well-
I was about to say.
I didn't click them, but...
That's the transparency.
Yeah. What was it? So he hit somebody with his car, and then he killed a witness, and then he killed the witness who witnessed that. And that's 3 people.
Yeah.
And then he killed a witness who witnessed that. And then, when he was burying the bodies, he killed a jogger who was walking by and buried them with the bodies. Yeah. He turned himself in?
That's what it says right here.
Why would he turn himself in after killing 5 people in a row?
Because he knew he
This
was
is
a menace
crazy.
to society.
Seems he was a pretty careless criminal.
Of course. This is all conjecture, you know. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in.
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness. AKA Emma.
Present the murder weapon.
About this.
Hey, is that?
Has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of?
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, the knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it. Now I remember what an incriminating piece of evidence was. When he showed me the knife, it all came back to me. Well, what was it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again.
This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it, too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look at it to notice that, you know? Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body for 9 months.
Huh?
It was found deep inside the stab wound.
No, actually. Did it match Dark's wife? Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet, down to the last fiber.
It was a fiber optic knife?
That's pretty conclusive. Did it though, or did it match the statue? Well, there you have it in a nutshell. These nuts. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? But if I let in a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
We have.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the other day he died. Or the day he died, oof. Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office.
Something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
Hey, Gumshoe, get fired for us.
Get fired real quick.
Get canned.
So everyone, it's been 3 hours of streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where we want to cut it for now?
I'd say yeah. I need to eat dinner and take a shower.
I agree.
Okie dokie.
Wow,
Oh,
you're
you
saying
feel
I
my
stink?
voice?
What the fuck?
You're right, you do. You're a mushroom now.
Nah, plus, if we go any further, I know I'm going to need a break from the Mickey voice.
Yeah.
Going from, doing Marshall the entire time to Mickey.
Yeah. It puts you in a place, and then you're like, oh, I'm comfortable here, and then you have to go all the way over there, and you're like, okay.
Right?
As you know, I don't mind doing Marshall, but it's gonna go, oh boy!
Oh boy! Can you say convicted in court?
Can you say court-martial?
Ah!
Alrighty then. Anyways, everybody who's been here with me in the chat over there, you people over there, see ya. Go follow. You in the chat. Follow the people on the stream who are known as Frederica Rika, Strawbunny _ Pocky, and Monarcharian. They are wonderfully amazing co-hosts. Yeah, I don't care about your friggin'. I don't care about your lack of content. Get subscribed, loser.
I am not doing anything right now because of lack of laptop. Hopefully that'll change very soon.
Man,
Hopefully.
I stream.
that's right.
Yeah, so follow Rika.
Follow
Rika for
Rika.
now.
Yeah,
I will be back,
follow me.
folks. I will be back.
We'll be back some other time. I don't see Rika on stream. You're right, she isn't there. I don't think I can double follow everyone here. You should, though.
Aww.
There's a strange doll in her place. You're right. There is a weird doll.
I'm not weird. I'm a completely normal dog.
I thought you were
You're
a
a
seagull.
bird.
I thought she was a
I'm
seagull.
gonna give you all that.
Yeah, this whole time. Yeah, this whole time, there's been no Rika on this stream. Where is she?
Where is Seagull Rika?
You'll all be destroyed.
Where's the seagull? Release the seagull!
Where is she? That's all right.
I do gotta skedaddle, but I had a lot of fun.
All right.
Kisses.
I'll see you
Mwah.
later, Orion. Thank you for being here.
Fun.
Have a good one. He's dead. Fred Golrika.
Seagull Rika.
Aw, Mono, you're forced.
Oh, man. All right. What shall we do? Where shall we go? Where shall I send you?
Where do we go now? Where do we go?
Let's see. Let's see.
Where are we?
Where am I sending people today?
Let's see.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Nice.
I can send you this way. But I'll have to... Oh, God, no.
Oh my god, we hit 9.
We hit 9?
We hit 9 people the moment we said we're gonna go raid. Oh no.
Man.
That's funny.
It's alright, everybody. Thank you all for sticking with me live for as long as I could, even if it wasn't for the entire thing. And to those of you who decided to go back and watch the VOD, I thank you as well. I know these things take quite a bit of time to watch, but hey, thank you. And with that, I'll be sending you somebody else's way. In fact, I'll be sending you to my brother. Or to one of my brothers. I pressed start raid, you piece of shit. His name is Mochizuki Yoru. He is a astronomer wizard boy. God, please let me fucking send to Yoru. Don't lock me out, brother. Alright, I can, thank God. Don't lock me out, brother. I know where you live. I'm in your Discord. And as always, it is a honey raid, baby. So go and do that, I guess. Bye.
Raid!
The raid.
Bye, folks!
Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank the lovely people who are on my stream. You better. I swear to God. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bum 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 bum